How's it going? My name's Eamon. Together with myself and a buddy called Luis, we created Domino PCs back a couple of years ago now. We were decommissioning a bunch of hardware in an office. We were moving from a large office to a smaller office, so we didn't have the storage space for all the stuff, so we had to get rid of it. So we were stacking the stuff up on trolleys, bringing them all into a central location, and putting them up, stacking them three high on the trolley. And as we were pushing the trolley along, I was pushing at the back, Luis was at the front. I thought he had his hand on the top row, which he didn't, so he pushed the top row. I pushed the top row, and they all fell off like dominoes off the trolley. And we're like, it's a fantastic idea, Domino PCs. So it started at that. One Saturday afternoon we came back to the office, having stacked all the 86 PCs up in the corner. We then continued to progress to stacking them, or lining them up like dominoes, one after the other, around the room in the middle of the office, and off we went. So the first attempt, which is crap, was when we were trying to figure out the camera angle, and we set it off. We had no idea how fast it was going to go, and it just takes off. They're all the light machines at the very front, and they just sort of fell so quickly. It was unbelievable. So I was running with the camera, trying to stop them all from knocking the rest of the other 86 machines down. So I eventually got in there with my foot and stopped it. So that's why the camera work looks really bad in the first one. Now, we're not professionals, so that's the other reason. After that then, we tried again. So I decided that I'd kick it over this time, and Luis was going to follow with the camera. So the occasion seemed to call for a cheesy moment, so we gave it a cheesy moment. So that's when I came up with the .com boom thingy, but anyway, that sort of didn't really work very well. So kicked it off they went. Everything was looking good now until it got to the first corner. And when it got to the first corner, there was just too much of a gap between the machines, and it sort of flopped. So we had to do it again, as you do. So this time now I decided to perfect my cheesy moment, and that's when I came up with the best thing to come from the .com crash, Domino PCs. And I used the cheesiest voice I could possibly muster to get it out. So, and it seemed to work. So kicked them off they went, everything was going well. I was tearing along the first row, through the first corner, tearing along the second row, and as soon as I got to the second corner, there were the heavy machines in the corner. They were tightly packed. We didn't have them as far apart as we had in the first corner. We probably should have parted them a bit more. They just seemed to slow down, and we were just willing it on. It's like, go on! And it's so, just that pure will, using the force, and off it went around the corner to finish off. At the very end then you can hear all the thud of all the machines that are just falling completely flat, like on the ground, just thud, 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 thud. It's fantastic. And of course then I did my Homer Simpson moment and a big woo at the end, and so yeah, I apologise. Anyway, why do we do it? Purely for the fun of it. Nothing else, purely for the fun of it. Did we sell the machines afterwards? Not really. The whole thing was part of a hardware deal where we had a third party come in and take all the machines. They were going to be scrapping some of them, recycling some of them, and selling the rest, or not selling the rest, but giving the rest off to charity. That's about it. So, Domino PCs, your only man.